Assalamualaikum and hi to Madam Su and my fellow classmates. So this video is about our Reflective Reality magazine. This is the cover of Reflective Reality magazine. And the contents in the magazines are letter from editor, editor's profile, an overview of business record management, strategic resources, records management, effective customer services, and the references. So this is the profile of the editors, Nasya, Alyssa, fadhlin, khairul, nazim, and Mohamad akmal.
Assalamualaikum. I am Madam Suryani. Today I would like to present about the e-magazine. Introduction. Business organization can be defined as any official activity with objective of making profit from sale of goods or services. Non-profit organizations such as chief museum, libraries with purpose to provide society with the educational, social or other services. Control system of business record. Process that one uses to identify when and where something goes wrong with the business process. Type of business record. Administrative, advertising, accounting, fiscal, corporation, executive, insurance and manufacturing. Type of business organization. Sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship is the business owned by one person, such as restaurant. Second is partnership. Partnership is business with two or more owners who share in the operation, such as Kamal and Hassan Association. The third is corporation. Corporation is the large business, can be public or private organizations such as Kumpulan Darul Ihsan, public, and Siti Nurhaliza Productions Sdn Berhad, private. And the last is cooperative. Cooperative is from zero business ownership in which group of sole proprietorship or partnership agree to work together for common benefit, such as Koperasi UITM. Key key stakeholder in a business. Five stakeholder is owner, creditor, employers, suppliers, customers. Management in action. The first is marketing. Marketing is the process of communicating the value of a product or service to customers. Marketing might be sometimes be interpreted as the art of selling product or services. Second is production. Production is the process by which we produce a finished product from raw material. The role is to ensure that this transformation process is carried out efficiently. The third is financial management. Financial management is the art of bookkeeping, that is, the recording of financial transactions. Typical accountant in business was employed to establish a sound system of bookkeeping. The last is personnel. Personnel is the success of an organization depends upon the effort of its employees. An effective personnel function will ensure people are doing this right job and do their job efficiently. Thank you.
So next, I will present about the strategic resources. What is strategic resources? Resources that are essential for the success of the business organization to provide an understanding of the past, present, and future, bring knowledge and intelligence, bear on decision making and operations, and drive policy formulation and implementation. Next, challenges when creating a records management system. First, need for balance of compliance and efficiency when managing records. Second, limited awareness of when information should be archived or disposed. Third, difficulty in searching for or relocating records. Last but not least, employees spend too much time looking for information. The good impacts of managing records as strategic resource. First, good storage and maintenance. Second, systematic access and retrieval of the records. And last but not least, economically.
Okay, after that I will explain about record management. What is record management? According to Wikipedia, record management, also known as archive and database management, is an operational feature devoted to knowledge processing in an institution over its life cycle from the time it was generated or registered until its future disposal. This involves the identification, marking, storing, protecting, collection, recording, and removal of documents or the permanent retention. The second one is record life cycle. There are five types of record life cycle. First, creation. Second, distribution. Third, use. Fourth, maintenance. And lastly, disposition. There are 9 rules that are included in the record management. The first one is order of filing units. The second one is minor words and symbols in business name. The third one, punctuation and possessive. Fourth, single letter and abbreviation. Fifth, title and suffix. Six, prefix article and particle. Seven, number in business name. Eight, organization and institution. And lastly, identical name. Next, I will explain the process of managing records systematically. ISO 15489 2001. There are 8 processes altogether. First, capture. Capture involves deciding which documents are captured, which in turn implies decision about who may have access to those documents and generally how long they are to be retained. Next, registration. It involves recording brief descriptive information about the record in a register and assigning the record a unique identifier. The third one is classification. Analysis from the purpose of developing the business activity. Classification identity all of an organization activities and locate them in the framework of its stated or mandated mission or purpose. The fourth one is access and securities classification. Reasonable security and access will depend on both the nature and size of the organization, as well as the content and value of the information requiring security. Fifth, identification of disposition status. The process requires reference to a disposition authority of a more or less formal nature depending on the size and nature of the organization and its accountability. Sixth one is storage. Its appropriate storage condition ensure that records are protected, accessible, and managed in a cost-effective manner. 7. Use and tracking. Use of the record is a record management transaction that may need to be captured by the system to form part of metadata. Record use include providing record user with search, retrieval, and display tools and enforcing record access and security transaction. Last but not least, implementation of disposition. It record retention, record inventory, record retention, and destruction schedule. First, personal information and privacy. Second, intellectual property rights and commercial confidentiality. Third, security of property. Fourth, state security. And lastly, legal and other professional privilege.
So now I'm going to talk about the effective customer service. The strategies for improvement of records management in enhancing quality of services. Public as well as private organizations are increasingly realizing that some records management is linked to service delivery. However, institutions of higher learning are yet to realize the role of records management, destruction of records, and inadequate qualified staff among others. This makes success of such institutions impossible. This paper aims to rolling out strategies for improvement of records management to enhance quality of services suggested for the institution. The author utilized a comprehensive service quality gap model and the records continuum model. Applying both qualitative and quantitative approach, data was collected through face-to-face interviews and questionnaires. The sample size was 78 respondents drawn from Moi University, Kenya. The study established that records management concept is not well developed, thus undermining quality service delivery. The study suggested strategies for the study. Conducting of a records survey to understand the university's records environment is one of the strategies suggested by the study to aid in the implementation of records management and service delivery in the university. So next, I'm going to talk about what is customer service. Customer service is the delivery of customer support material to, during, and after a purchase. The perception of such interactions depend on the employees who can adapt to the guest's personality. Customer service is concerned with the priority assigned to customer service by an organization in relation to components such as produce, innovation, and pricing. And now I'm going to talk about the dimensions of service quality. There are 8 of dimensions of service quality. Firstly, reliability. Reliability is the dependable accuracy and performance. Secondly, responsiveness. It helps and protectiveness. Thirdly, tangible. Tangible is based on the physical facilities, equipment, personnel, and communication material. And the fourth one is competency, qualification, and professional training and skills of providing. The fifth one is courtesy, where politeness, respect, consideration, and kindness. The sixth one is communication. It It is to keep the customer informed and listen to the customer. Next one is empathy. It is to able to understand the other people's feeling and experiences. And the last one is assurance. It guarantee and promise to the customer that the service provider is committed to give them relevant and reliable services on time. So, uh, the the last one is challenges of provision of quality customer service. There are several of the challenges. The first one is caliber of records officers, inquirable staff, lack of vital records management tools, retention casuals, and security and protection of archives and records. And the next one is inadequate and poor storage space. The last one is the lack of cooperation from customers.
So this is the references that we use. We got it from the notes and external sources.